with the first official Drunken Podcast. Like, woo, we're starting off good. Justin?
What's going on, guys? This is Robert Friday. Tune in to the first podcast. Let's crack a beer.
Yep, let's crack a beer, dude. All right.
All right, cheers to everyone.
Cody?
Yeah, how you going?
How you doing, dude?
Yeah, I'm pretty all right. How you doing?
All right, dude, cool.
Doing pretty well.
Tell me more.
All right, so we're here with Kyle Cody 555 or
That's
Pwanchi Productions.
Yeah.
How do you want me to introduce you, dude? How do you want me to do it?
Just the name's Codis.
Codis 555, whatever. You know.
Yeah, Pwanchi Codis.
So he's famous for doing like animations on YouTube and shit. Like was it Pwanchi Burger, Resident Evil Code Pwanchi.
Yeah, I hope people still know who I am. It's been a while.
Resident Evil Pwanchi.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I haven't done. I'm busy.
Yeah, I mean you had a channel too where you were doing like gaming and shit too, right?
Yeah, so like Let's Players. My friend and I, we started this channel just to try. I don't know, because we just wanted to have fun and make people laugh, and
Right.
we did that for a few years. We haven't made anything in a while though, just because
Yeah, I mean you've been busy, right?
I've been a busy man. Like I'm
You're a busy boy.
I'm a grown ass man and stuff, and I'm building a house this year. So
Oh, wow.
Right, yeah. In Australia, right?
in Australia. So if anybody's like who knows my stuff is watching, they're like, where the heck's like Resident Evil Code Pwanchi? It's that's why it hasn't happened. But fun fact, while this is happening, I'm actually working on it right now, so it'll be out tomorrow.
Awesome, dude. Awesome.
Fuck yeah.
That's a lie.
So let's see. So the first thing I want to ask you about is how do you go about doing these animations? Like what's your process or whatever? Justin,
I think I was gonna say, what's my secrets?
Justin, like do you have anything to ask or whatever?
Yeah, pretty much like the last I heard from Cody here, he was going back to Australia, so there's a lot to catch up on. Like you're back in America, and now you're over there, and you've got a wife, and that's the last I heard, man. So I'm kind of curious to know what's going on. I know you do your animation stuff, and you're an animator, so how that all ties into like the job stuff and just your life in general.
Well, I had a job as a actual animator, like a professional animator, hired as an animator, and I was like, this is pretty cool. And then I realized that, these jobs are all contract based, and the problem with that is if you have a mortgage and you have a contract, your contract ends and you're like, oh, now I don't have a job, and it's quite stressful. So I was doing that for a bit, contract ended, and I was like, well, I want to go get another job doing that sort of stuff. So I went to uni for a bit, and I realized that this was a waste of money because all the stuff they were teaching me was, I already knew it because I'm like an animator, and I already know the crap they're trying to teach me. So
Really? So at the school and shit, like what kind of animation do they do? Did they do like Flash? Like Macromedia 5?
no, they use they teach 2D animation using Toon Boom Harmony software. Toon Boom is actual software that is used by many animation studios these days. Actually, I believe The Simpsons is being made using Toon Boom.
Really?
Rick and Morty actually was made using Toon Boom too.
That's crazy. So you were learning how to use that animation.
Well, Toon Boom software is actually the software I used when I was working at the studio.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting there going, this is kind of cool because I'm learning to use this program that is being used all over the place in the industry for stuff like Rick and Morty. Mm-hmm. So that's always cool.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
And it's a lot more advanced than Flash. Flash is very basic compared to Toon Boom, which I actually prefer. I still prefer Flash because it's easy to use, and yeah.
You say Flash is like dying, or Is it
No,
still
it's
like
not,
a
it's not
tool?
dying. It's just very basic compared to some of the other stuff. But I don't mind that. I like the basicness of it.
Right, yeah. It's just an easier thing to use, right? I mean, I've used Flash in the past when I was like 13, 14, 15.
I'm using Flash 8 right now, actually. Oh, and I do have a 3D program open as well, because I'm going to make a 3D background.
Right, okay. That's cool, dude.
But it's very slow. It's like buffering, and now it's not responding, and it wants me to close it.
So one of my questions is like, what's going on, dude? Like, why is it taking so long for you to put out anything? To be honest.
Okay, so currently
I don't mean
working...
that in like a rude way, but
No. So basically, I'm working 2 jobs right now, morning and night, and one job is usually 5 or. For instance, I'll go based on this week. Okay. This week, Monday was a public holiday, for Easter weekend or whatever. Monday, I worked, and then Tuesday through to Friday. No, sorry, today, which is Saturday for me. So Tuesday to Saturday, 5 days straight, I was working morning and night. Actually, I'm not working tonight. This is Saturday. I worked this morning. So Tuesday to Friday, I worked morning and night at 2 different jobs. There's a supermarket in Australia called Coles, which some of you guys are familiar with.
yeah.
Coles is a very big supermarket here, and I work at their distribution center, the warehouse. And I was there for about 50 hours this week, all up, working my little tush off.
Making that money.
Yeah, and it was quite good. And then in the night, I work at an Australian company, kind of like UPS or FedEx, called Star Trek, which is owned by Australia Post. And I was basically doing freight handling there. So
Nice.
I'm a busy boy, and also
Right,
the reason why Code of Pwanchi is being delayed so much is I've been having some motivational issues, and some of the voice actors have been a bit
Yeah.
taking their time.
I remember, like, what was it, like, how long ago was it that me and you saw each other?
Oh,
Like, what?
4 years ago. 4 years ago.
4 or 5 years ago?
I left in 2014.
Right, and that's about the time I left, too.
Yeah, over 4 years.
And I remember back in those days, you were telling me that, like, your voice actor for Chris Redfield and stuff was kind of weird. Like, he didn't always record when you wanted him to, or he didn't always put out like what you wanted him to. And
he's not weird. He just he likes to have direction when he is doing his lines, and some voice actors are into that sort of thing where they want to do the lines with the director present, so they know exactly how the lines are meant to sound, rather than get a bunch of the lines out and then I go, oh, actually, I would have rather you do it like this.
Okay.
So,
I mean,
yeah,
did that add problems to your animation, or was it just like, oh, we gotta find the time to record this or whatever?
Yeah, it was hard to find time to record, and made a bit diff. But yeah, and not just him. Like, there's a few other voice actors that are just quite busy all the time.
Are you still using what's his face? I think his name was like Spaz or something. The dude that did Steve Bernstein or whatever.
Yes, he's actually going to...
The guy that you met at Emerald City Comic Con.
Yeah, I believe he's going to send me some more lines soon, actually. If he does, I might have to yell at him.
So he's still doing your voices and stuff?
Oh, yeah. He still has to deliver some lines for Code of Pwanchi.
That's awesome. That guy was actually a really good voice actor, even though he was, we met him in person.
Yeah, awesome guy. Like,
awesome dude, yeah.
I'm just waiting to hear from him for the lines. But it's all right, because he's ready to deliver lines for what is required as of now, so... It's not like I'm waiting on anything.
That's cool, dude.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So, one thing I wanted to ask you was, like, we wanted to talk about, like, your transition from... Because you've been kind of, like, from Australia to America, back to Australia, back to America, back to Australia.
Sad truth.
How is that for you? Like culture-wise, like...
It's culture-wise, it's you really have to get used to whenever you leave the country. It's you get back to Australia and you forget how Australian the Australians are. Like they are very very unique bunch of people. Like everyone thinks it's all dingoes and didgeridoos and Steve Irwin type crap, and it's really not. It's mostly
if you still here, Justin.
Yeah.
If you've seen Michael Cusack's animations on YouTube, Bogans are the way of Australians. If you don't know what a Bogan is basically a redneck Aussie.
Really?
And yeah, they basically.
So, do you know who Keith Urban is?
Yeah, kind of.
He's an Aussie that sings country music in America.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah, okay. Is that like considered what you just said, like a bogan or whatever?
No, bogans are scary. Like they're like a strange bunch of people.
Really?
Like the common habitat for a bogan is you'll find them. Oh no, it's hard to explain, but they usually walk around in thongs, or as Americans would say, flip flops.
Mm-hmm.
A singlet or a hoodie, or no hoodie, a singlet, like a tank top type thing, with a single beer in their hand, and they're ciggies. And you know what a ciggy is, yeah? Cigarette.
What's a ciggy?
Give me some stubbies.
Some stubbies.
Menthols.
They call cigarettes ciggies.
Ciggy, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of. I mean, so when I was there, I don't really remember them saying that, but they probably said that at one point when I was there.
Well, you might not have seen You might not have seen any authentic bogans.
Right. Yeah.
Like these people are like, yeah, they exist.
When I was there, I was at the Gold Coast or whatever, so that's probably a little different than. Is that different than where you were at, or are the people like the same there?
Probably the same. Let me look up the definition of bogan. The internet will probably describe it better than me. Urban Dictionary. Here we go. Bogan, a fascinating beast. The majority of the species are hideously repugnant and unintelligent, and yet they manage to breed in ever-increasing numbers and populate an area known as the Outer West. It is quite common to find 5 or 6 offspring in each family group, often with a different father for each new baby. Their habitat consists of weatherboard or brick veneer dwelling, and is characterized by an early model Holden or Ford. Holden is a brand of car in Australia. In the driveway, surrounded by a group of males discussing why the carby is stuffed and the results of last night's footy, which they call football, a primitive gladiator-like spectator sport enjoyed by most bogans. The female of the species, while smaller in stature, is far more loud and aggressive than the male. While the males tend to be very friendly and congregant with other males, the female spends most of their time in supermarkets and shopping malls using a shrill, high-pitched call to discipline their children and contact the other females. Males and females rarely interact socially except during the breeding season, which is otherwise known as Friday night. During this time, females are allowed to enter the male-dominated area known as the pub and discuss their impressive colored plumage to the prospective mate. Herein lies an interesting phenomenon. Males will often fight over a particularly attractive female, and she will mate with the only one male, while some less attractive females have been known to have several partners simultaneously. Yeah. That's probably a very good description of a bogan.
It sounds like a Louisiana coon-ass.
They basically, that if you look on YouTube, Darren and Damo at the train station, that's a bogan.
Okay.
And it's very fascinating. Those are the true Aussies.
Justin, did you have anything you wanted to ask? Since I've been kind of asking all the questions, but.
I mean, Aussie questions aside, I just like, well, what's going on in everyone's, lives, like first podcast, we've heard from Cody, we've heard about Australia, like what's going on, who's Corie, who is, what's going on in your life, man?
My life?
Yeah.
We don't got to talk about my life so much. I mean.
No one cares about Corey's life.
No one cares about me. We want to hear from Cody more.
Yeah. I just drew a line.
What's everyone drinking?
Justin, yeah, okay. Go ahead. We can do that. Justin, what are you drinking?
Got a Kona Brewing Big Wave.
Really?
Yeah.
Miller High Life.
Okay. Cody, what are you drinking?
Well, it's an Aussie beer.
Right. Oh,
and
perfect. That's what we want to hear right there.
I don't believe it's American. Let me check. I'm pretty sure
What's the name of it?
It's called Tui's Extra Dry.
Yeah, nope, we don't got anything like that here.
What? Yeah, Tui's. I'm pretty sure that's Australian.
Yeah. I'm drinking a Bud Light because I like to keep it simple, so you know.
Ooh. Cody, do you still ship ranch out to Australia? That hidden value?
Not even ashamed.
So you do. That's a yes?
I haven't in a while, but yes, I do.
What
When I
about
can.
Dr. Pepper?
Oh no, we actually have a Costco here with Dr. Pepper in it. Yes,
Oh,
Costco
shit.
exists here too.
That must be a lifesaver.
It is, but you also have to pay quite a lot for it. It's like $30 for a 24-pack.
Wow.
It kind of makes
That's crazy, dude.
it makes me go a bit limp just thinking.
So I wanted to ask you, Cody. So you've posted on Newgrounds, right? You started off on Newgrounds.
Newgrounds still alive? Yes,
So. I think so.
Yes.
I go on there sometimes still. But
Yeah,
I think so. You started off on Newgrounds and then you switched over to YouTube, right?
Yeah, most of the animators there have actually.
Okay. So just tell me about like the process of that, or like switching over. Like how was that?
Well, here's the main reason. It's because Newgrounds doesn't pay enough, and YouTube at the time did. So all these animators just moved over to YouTube. Plus, to be honest, the community at Newgrounds is how do I say it? Kind of pooey. They just really suck, the community there, and they got worse. And I don't know. I just left. I haven't really gone back. Plus, like, I find that I was never really liked on Newgrounds. At least didn't feel like I did.
I mean, you got a couple of first pages, right? Like front pages or whatever.
Yeah, it means nothing. Like, it's just stupid. The site's dying. I'm surprised it's still going. Sorry, Tom, if you're listening.
Tom Fulp.
If he's listening.
I highly doubt he's listening to this, but.
Oh, wow. Okay. Tom Fulp is following me, apparently.
He is, really?
Yeah, that's one on my feed.
On Newgrounds or on YouTube?
On Newgrounds.
When was the last time you posted on Newgrounds?
Oh, wow. It was, I didn't know he followed me. Last time I posted on Newgrounds was a while ago. And I actually messaged Tom Fulp because I was a bit annoyed because no one, basically my video got through, completely got overlooked, and that was it. And I was like, well, I'm done with this site. And I told Tom, I said, I'm a bit sick of having my stuff get overlooked constantly. And I said, I'm just, yeah. And then he was like, he's like, oh, crap. Yeah, stay here. And I think that's when he followed me. So, but the last time I uploaded something was April 29th last year. It's almost been a year.
It's almost been a year.
Wow. Yeah.
What's your take on the whole YouTube economy and ecosystem right now? I know that a lot of creators are having problems with it.
YouTube's on its way out.
Yeah?
Content creators. The problem is YouTube content creators lost quality as soon as they added money into it. They turned into a bunch of sellouts. For instance, you know the website Smosh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they used to make
Of course.
some.
Who doesn't?
They used to make some. Yeah, they used to make some quality stuff. Now, if you look, no,
Well,
I'm just
Anthony
bitching about-
left that. Did you see that?
Yeah, and it's no wonder. I don't blame him. I would have left a long time ago. And here I am just sitting here bitching about other channels. I shouldn't do that.
No,
I'll
you're
stop.
good. You're good.
No. Like, it just, the quality of Smosh, when they started hiring other people and it turned into a business, the
Right.
whole charm of the duo just got lost. And then they started adding all these other actors into it, and I'm like,
I still love Smosh. I still love Anthony and Ian. But have you seen
it was
like their new
great
videos
about
and
five. It was great about 5-6 years ago. Now it's just I tried watching a new one, and it's just so cringy.
stuff? I don't even know who these people are anymore. Like, this isn't Ian and Anthony. So
Yeah, it's extremely cringy, and I just can't stand watching it. And the quality,
Have
it's
you,
like you can tell they're just trying to, just
have you watched
get these
any of
things out.
like PewDiePie stuff or whatever?
No, never really got into PewDiePie.
Honestly,
Yeah.
PewDiePie is. So I watched him when he first started out, and then he got really famous, and I wasn't really into his stuff. But then I started watching his stuff again, and I'm like, he's still really good. Like his videos are not bad. Like I like his. Videos.
I've seen some of his non gameplay videos, and I actually
Right.
prefer those because I think he's a bit over the top with gameplay, which is funny considering I'm pretty over the top in my Pwanchi play. But you know, whatever.
So what is your thoughts on the state of YouTube at the moment?
It's for an animator like me, it's really a waste of time trying to
Right.
get anywhere on it because
I feel like animation on YouTube is just not. It's just not as big as it used to be.
Yeah, I noticed it started to tank a couple of years back. Like,
Right.
all the big names, even they stopped dying.
Even
They stopped putting
like
stuff
Oni.
up.
Oni doesn't
Yeah,
even
remember
do
Oni was huge
animation
and-
anymore. He does.
yeah, because Oni realized, hey, I can make money from literally just playing a video game. I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, you would watch Oni play a video game for like 30 minutes because he's so funny.
Well, I personally don't really. It's funny because I make I make channels like whatever Let's Plays. But I actually don't like Let's Plays. Other people Let's Plays.
Really,
Yeah, I don't watch them.
that's funny.
Yeah,
I would
only-
rather.
only
I would
game-related content
I would
watch.
rather cut myself probably.
Do it, pussy.
What's that for, huh? I'll fight you. Yeah, so
I
it's
only got
just,
him to say 3 words.
I think he wants to talk.
Oh no,
Go
I
ahead,
just want
talk.
to add,
Go ahead, talk.
No, the mic's on you now, buddy.
Yeah, what do you got to say, Quintana?
Mr. Katana.
Hey, how's your night going?
Mortal Kombat,
That's mostly it.
So I wanted to ask you, Cody. I don't know what the fuck this dude's talking about. I don't know what he's saying, but I want to ask you, Cody. What's it like being an American in Australia? Like,
you get asked to speak a lot, and you get.
so
you know
that's
how-
kind of the opposite. Because like in America, obviously Australians would get asked to like, oh, I want to hear your accent in America. But when you're an American in Australia, they're like, oh, I want to hear your American accent.
Well, here's the funny thing: Americans don't care about other countries. Like,
Hmm.
they really don't. Like, I was in America last year, and
Right.
they just don't care about other countries like Australia. Well, most Americans, at
I
least.
don't
Like,
know. I care. I love other countries. So I mean,
Yeah,
I've
the
been
thing is,
I've been to a lot of other countries. So
the thing is, most Americans that are just brought up in America and that's all they know, they just don't ask questions. Like, I've had 2 partners in America now that were Australian, and no Americans asked them anything about themselves or anything about Australia or anything. They just don't care.
really,
And that goes for most Americans. They're just a very stubborn bunch.
I think they
But-
like you're trying to say like they only care about America. They don't care about
They only care about America, and they just can't be bothered getting to know anything about anything else, really.
Right. I mean, that's
Well, it's,
understandable. I mean, whatever. But that's
Yeah, and
it's not the right way to think. But
Like
know
I told my wife, I said, I don't take it personally. It's just that's what Americans are like. And she's like,
Unfortunately, I haven't had the pleasure to meet her yet. But
yeah, because you piece of crap, you're off fighting the navies or something.
yeah, I was off fighting the good fight in the Navy at the time.
Fighting the good fight.
Dog.
Yeah. But yeah, in Australia, I only just say I'm so sick of having to tell people like who I am and where I'm from and why I'm here, and it's a very common question.
I mean, you can't. I mean, come on, dude. You're from America and you're in Australia. Like,
No, but the amount of idiots that think I'm a Canadian
really?
first
Canadian?
thing.
Well,
Yeah, they
okay,
think
so
I'm Canadian.
Justin is like what? Part Canadian?
Yeah, I'm a dual citizen. I'm a Canadian citizen.
So
Oh, sorry, Jess, I don't think I can talk to you anymore.
Oh man.
Yeah, anyway.
what are your thoughts on Canadians?
Well, not just. Why do people guess Canada first before guessing I'm American? It's like, dude, And then I have a friend at work that constantly, purposely calls me Canadian
Really?
just to make people think I'm Canadian. And then I'm like, dude, can you like not? He's like, it's funny. And
What's wild is that your accent actually sounds like you're an Australian. Like you sound nothing like a Canadian.
oh, good.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
good.
honestly, like, if I didn't know that you were born in America, I would think you were
Yeah,
Australian.
I would have thought you were an Aussie.
Yeah.
Cool.
Your accent's definitely not as thick though. I was recently with some Australians, and by God, they're trying to pronounce Brisbane or they're Brisbane, mate, and I'm just like, oh man, I barely understand a word you're saying, man.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So, is there anything you can tell us that's coming up soon? Like, as far as animations goes, or?
Well, I'm currently making I'm making a 3D background for Code Pwanchi, actually.
Really? Okay.
Because it's gonna be a.
What about, like, Pwanchi Burger? Any new episodes coming up, or are you writing episodes, or how's that going?
There's an episode written out for it, but I haven't touched it in a long time because I'm a busy boy.
Right. Because I remember what was the last episode? The manager got, like, shot or whatever, and he died.
Classic, yeah.
Classic, yeah.
That's great.
Was that, like, were you guys always intending to kill off the manager, or was that just something that you kind of like, oh, we should do that to make this more interesting?
Here's something to make make this podcast even like awesomer, right?
Okay.
So, fun fact is that whole thing kind of caused a big tiff
Right.
in the Pwanchi play.
Even I was like, what?
Well, one of our writers quit, and
Really?
it was to do with that whole thing.
Because he died off?
Yeah, he didn't like it, and he wasn't
Was
willing
it?
to.
Can I ask who it was?
Oh yeah, it was Ryan.
Ryan.
Yeah, he quit.
Ryan Fair?
Yeah,
Like your brother?
yeah,
Really?
yeah.
So what did Rice? Because Rice Pirate voices the manager, right?
Yeah.
What did he think about that?
Well, we killed him because he wasn't available to do any lines.
Really? I mean, he's been. Did you? I don't know if you've watched like the official podcast at all, or any of those videos, but he was on the official podcast a while back.
What's that? No, I'm so not in tune
It's a
with
YouTube
everything.
guy. It's a YouTube channel or whatever. YouTube. I don't know
It's
if you ever
Critical
watched
and Company.
Critical. Just go ahead, Justin.
Yeah, it's like Critical and his posse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually just watch stuff that I make.
That's cool.
I'm like, yeah, man.
Fuck everybody else. I'm gonna fucking watch my own
Yeah.
shit.
Like right now, I'm on. There's a 3D program I'm trying to make for my backgrounds, and it's called ZBrush. It's quite a cool program. It's a sculpting program, which you can make some very highly detailed models using.
Really?
Like if you go to Google,
Well, if you don't mind, go ahead and talk about that a little bit.
okay, if you just go on Google Images right now and just search ZBrush model, you'll see what sort of quality models I'm talking about.
Okay.
Do that. Everyone do that right now. It'd be like
Everyone
a fun
do
little.
that right now.
It'd be a fun little game.
All right. So what am I searching up?
Just search ZBrush model.
ZBrush
There's some detailed
model.
stuff.
Z, like Z, the letter, and then brush, and then space model.
I see one of Hillary Clinton, a rhino.
But you can see the detail on these models because it's a sculpting program. So you it's like sculpting with clay, and you can make it as detailed as you want.
Right. Okay, well, I'm going to look at that here in a minute. We're getting close to the 30-minute mark, so I just wanted to make sure we're all available. Everybody have their beers open and stuff.
Oh, I got my beer.
It's really quite juicy.
Holy shit. Yeah, I can see.
It's it's quite delicious. Like I'm
It's
looking
crazy.
at a predator sculpt right now, and
Right, I saw some, like, what's his face, Thanos from the Marvel Universe. So
I even see Barack Obama's face.
I got
Yeah,
Hillary
so-
Clinton down here in Yoda.
Very detailed stuff.
All right, well, we hit the 30-minute mark, so everybody grab their beer. And
I got my beer.
I just want to do a quick cheers or whatever. So cheers to you guys.
Do I have to ting
Clink,
my
clink.
screen?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
take a
I'll
quick
think
drink.
something.
Everybody take a drink.
It's a crispy ting.
3, 2, 1, drink.
Yep.
Tastes just like piss, but I love it.
One more time, Cody, for the viewers. What are you drinking?
Tooheys Extra Dry. But fun fact, the reason why I bought it is because it says Ted on it, and Ted's my dad's name.
That's my grandpa. Your dad, my grandpa.
Pretty sure he's still breathing, last I checked.
Yeah, I just saw him on Easter Sunday.
Oh. Has he still got his gut?
Gut?
The gut?
Yeah, he's got a gut. I mean, he's old.
Piece of crap. He gave me my gut. I have a gut. My gut won't go away, and I like food too much.
Even if you work out?
I don't work out.
Okay, well, there you go.
Unless you count my 2 physical jobs as working out, which kind of, sort of, not really.
Right.
It's not like gym workout, but it's like picking boxes up all day, because my job involves picking boxes and stacking them on pallets all day long.
Okay. Dude, so I'm looking at some of these animations on the thing you told me to look up, the ZBrush.
Oh, yeah.
There's some crazy stuff, dude.
Oh, yeah.
These are really detailed, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah. You're not wrong.
I see, somebody animated some PUBG stuff, couple of Thanos things from Marvel, a rhino. Somebody did a rhino. It's crazy.
I used to, when I was going to uni, there was a guy there who was like an expert modeler, and he made some pretty gnarly stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, I liked him. He's a good guy.
What uni were you going to?
I was going to this uni called the AIT, the Academy of Information Technology. And the problem with unis is because it was a degree, they just taught me a bunch of unnecessary crap that I don't need to know. And it was just a waste of my time. And now because of it, I'm having to go to a second job to pay that off because I'm going to be building my house this year.
That's right. You told me you were building a house or whatever.
Yeah, it should be in September.
Really?
Which is another reason why...
Done in September, or you're just building one in September?
Starting to build in September.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's another reason why I don't really have much time to make
videos and stuff.
Good bunch. Yeah.
But you're still active though, right? As far as the Pwanchi thing goes.
Yeah, I never stopped. Never will. Can't say the same for my brother. But
he's not doing voices for you anymore then?
I don't talk to him anymore. No, I don't talk to him.
Oh, we don't have to get into that if you don't want, but...
I don't want to say something I shouldn't, but... yeah. It wasn't good for Pwanchi Burger. It screwed some stuff up. Let me say that. Right.
Well, if you ever need a voice or whatever, me and Justin are available.
I'm probably the worst voice actor you could ever find, but if push comes to shove, I'm always available.
Oh, so you guys are actually able to use your voice for lines?
Yeah, if you need somebody to do lines, if you want.
You guys have that skills?
We have.
I can
provide a voice if you need.
That
Justin?
is awesome.
Go ahead, Justin.
You got free talent right here.
Yeah. Free talent. Yeah. You don't even have to pay us. We're totally available to work for free.
That's totes juicy. I like that.
Whenever you need us, we both have really good mics to do voice work with. So.
Oh, that's good to hear. Because there's a lot of small roles in Pwanchi Burger if that ever gets made, but
Yeah, I'm totally available. Even, any voice you need at all.
Actually, sorry. Fun fact: I got commissioned to do some Alex Jones voiceovers for some juicy videos coming up. We'll keep you guys informed.
Oh yeah, tell us about that. Tell us about that a little bit.
That is juicy.
Yeah, yes. One of my really good friends, his fiance hit me up. She's like, "You can do some voices, right?" I'm like, "I guess. I've never done it before." But she's like, "I've been told you do a pretty good Alex Jones impersonation." And we're gonna try to make some juicy memes, pushing out the pipeline up in the future. But
Memes
That's
are
all I
the
got right
best.
now.
Memes are like the beat. Oh, memes. Oh, memes.
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 Memes are just everything. I love memes.
So, Cody, is there anything like you miss about America at all?
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell?
Taco
Oh
Bell.
man, Taco Bell.
Taco
Taco
Bell
Bell
is a culinary advancement. Like
What's your
Taco Bell
favorite?
and Jack in the Box.
What's your favorite Taco Bell and Jack in the Box thing?
Cheesy Gordita Crunch at Taco Bell, and
My
their
man.
and I like Dr. Pepper's there, of course, and Jack in the Box. I just really like their bacon ultimate cheeseburger, that or the Munchie meal.
Oh,
In
Yeah.
Australia, here's my choices: you got McDonald's, KFC, or Hungry Jack's, and that's it.
Hungry Jack. What's Hungry Jack's for the audience that doesn't know?
It's Burger King.
Burger King. Okay.
They call
Like,
it Hungry
it's like,
Jack's.
it's like literally
when
Burger
I was
King.
in Australia, I had Hungry Jack's.
Sucks. I hate Burger King.
We ate there because we were drunk and we are like, oh yeah, this looks. We're hungry, so we want a burger, so we're gonna eat at Hungry Jack's because it's basically Burger King.
It is Burger King. It's the same thing. The only reason why they called it Hungry Jack's is because they got sued because there's a place in Victoria already had the name Burger King.
Really?
Yeah, that was copyrighted, and it's the only place in the world that doesn't call it Burger King because they couldn't. But
So-
it's the same crap. They got the same menu and everything.
So, Cody,
Yeah.
where in Australia do you? You don't have to give us like an exact location, but obviously, where in Australia are you located?
My coordinates are as follows. I'm in the Sydney region.
Sydney. Okay. So when I
Yeah.
visited Australia, I went to the Gold Coast, Brisbane area.
Yeah, I haven't been to Brisbane since last year, and I'm actually really bummed I didn't come see you when you were here. I'm a bit
Right,
annoyed at
yeah.
myself.
I know,
Oh, no,
but
I-
you were 4 hours away, so whatever.
More than
So-
that. Are you talking about car or drive? Or like plane?
Well, I mean, you told me you were 4 hours away, so
Probably by plane. No, less. No,
I
4
don't
hours.
know what you.
No,
how far
plane.
away you were, but
Plane's
so-
like an hour,
so you were
and
less,
drive.
you were less hours away than what you told me.
No, plane is like an hour plane ride, and drive is like 12 hours or something.
What? Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
12-hour
It's not-
drive
it's,
to-
it's not close. Australia is a big country, you know.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Fuck.
It's its own freaking continent.
Hey, have you heard all these? So there's this big conspiracy theory going around about how Australia is not a real country. It's all made up, and everybody that's visited there is just been brainwashed by the government, saying like, "Oh, this isn't a real country. Like they never existed. Like the government is just brainwashing everybody to say it's a real place or whatever." That anyone that's been there. Have you
What?
heard that?
Really?
Have you heard that? You ever heard that?
I have
I'm looking this up right now.
No, it's a real thing, dude. I saw this on the internet. I swear to God.
Yeah, and it's funny because I'm just a puppet. I don't.
Well, they're saying
I'm
that
actually,
the island of Australia or whatever, because Australia is technically a big ass island, right?
technically I'm a robot, so I'm not actually.
That's exactly what they're saying. They're saying anyone that lives there has all been bribed by the government to say like, "Oh, this is a real place," and then they're saying like, Australia never actually existed. Like, it's just made up. Anyone that goes there, they've been tricked by the government. It's just a fake island like that they've been taken to, and everyone in the government is saying, "Oh, Australia is just fake." All right, it's not a real place.
Conspiracy theorists don't really. They just enjoy conspiracies.
They do. Did you
That's
find
it.
anything, Justin, on the topic?
I haven't found any direct relations to the one you told me about.
Right. I've just seen this on like
Australia made
4chan
up.
and stuff, but what?
Worldwide hoax. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. There you go. People really think this.
this is a real thing, dude. People actually believe this. It's just like flat earthers. They believe that the world is actually flat.
Yeah, I just was in Nevada and for the Navy, and there's a conspiracy theory that they think that there's a submarine base in the Nevada, and it's they have underground canals for submarines to travel the whole U.S. People really think that.
People really believe that.
Yeah, it's very common.
That's crazy. I'd never heard that theory. Expand on that a little bit.
Yeah, it's called the Centroid Navy Centroid conspiracy theory.
Really?
Yeah, and so you're in the middle of the desert. People don't know why the Navy would be there, and people think that submarines just like park there and like get food and shit, and it's in the middle of the goddamn desert.
That's crazy. People believe anything, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, Cody. So you were here, what, like in the summer of 2017?
Yes, the summer of 2017.
Compare American beer to Australian beer. Like,
Basically, I'm not a big beer drinker, so it's hard for me to say. It's basically just tastes the same to me.
right. I'm trying to remember.
You need to ask a Bogan. They might know.
My bad.
So have you seen the Michael Cusick's Rick and Morty special?
I actually just watched it today. Actually,
So is that's an accurate representation of Australia?
yes, it is actually. That was basically Bogan's. What you watched there.
Oh, really? Like when they got picked up in the beginning?
My favorite part when he's like, yeah, well, basically, I like when he was. I won't say it. It's just really funny. It is basically a good description or a good it's more of a documentary of what most Australians are like.
Yeah, I actually heard that the mayor of Bendigo was upset because of the way that was portrayed in the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was upset because there's like they were like, oh, what's Bendigo like? And he's like, I see a bunch of trees and scrub.
I don't even know what Bendigo is. Oh, it's in Victoria. I didn't even know what Bendigo was. How far from Melbourne is this? Why Bendigo?
Bendigo,
Of all places, why Bendigo?
I'm mind blown on that. So they actually call beer stubbies.
Yeah, they do. They call them stubbies. Or there's a stubby or there's a schooner.
Yeah, I have no idea what a schooner is. A stubby.
A schooner is.
Stubbies
I'm pretty sure stubby is like a. Now, what are the types? There's a schooner and there's a middy. A middy is like, is it bigger or smaller than a schooner?
So it's referring to sizes, not like kind of beer.
Yeah. Yeah. Middy and schooner. It's the size.
That's weird.
Yeah, they give little nicknames to sizes.
I'm drinking a can of beer.
Got a bottle. Thomas over here.
What do you got?
Cans of High Life.
What's that? What'd you say?
What was that, Corie?
I said I'm drinking about a can of Bud Light here.
Yeah, I got a bottle.
Oh, I like Bud Light. Okay, I got information. Okay. So this is the different sizes in Sydney. Okay.
All right.
So you got a pony, which is 140 milliliters or 5 fluorescent ounces.
So that's tiny.
Then there's a 7. I never heard of that one. That's a 7 ounce. Then there's a midi, which is 10 ounces. A schmitty, which is a 12 ounces. And then you got a schooner, which is 15 ounces, and then you got a pint.
That's weird. Like, we don't order beer by size.
Yeah, we don't order beer by size in America. It's just like,
Yeah, in Australia they're like, "Oh,
it's like, I just want a Bud Light," and they're like, "All right, do you want a 16 ounce or a?"
Yeah, we give nicknames to ounce sizes.
I mean, we might call it a tall boy.
For
at the gas
instance-
station.
Yeah.
For instance, tonight the wife and I are going to Outback Steakhouse, right? Because they have those in Australia as well.
Mm-hmm.
In Australia, they have a beer called the Big Bloke, which is like 700 milliliters.
Jesus.
Do you guys know what that is in ounces?
Mm-hmm.
I just know it's like over half a liter.
Yes, it is.
It's a shit ton of beer.
It's good though.
How much does that run?
Yeah, did you hear that, Cody?
What's that?
How much does that cost in like Australian?
About I think it's about $11.
$11.
Yeah, about $11 for that big bloke.
Damn.
Okay. Big bloke.
But then if you convert those Aussie dollars to American dollars, it's
Mhm.
like probably 8.
Oh, all right. I was gonna say.
Yeah, because everything gets converted and, ends up being less or more or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Straya. Classic Straya.
Straya. Is
Hey, Corie, what was your
what you guys
Australia
call it
trip like?
in Australia?
Yeah, that's how they say it. They say Straya.
Australia.
Is it true that you guys have like emus and kangaroos just running around in the streets and stuff? You guys are constantly having to be wary of that.
Well, sometimes if my car breaks down, I need to catch a kangaroo to work. But you'll often see them like out in the wilderness sometimes. But I've never actually been hit by a kangaroo.
Have you ever seen them in the wild in Australia?
Oh yeah, they
Really?
hop around. They hop the little butt off.
Right.
Yeah, they're pretty cool creatures actually. Yeah, like so you wouldn't want to get kicked by one because that's what I heard.
We got
It's like
gators
them.
everywhere over here.
Oh, we don't got gators, but we got crocs.
Crocs.
Right.
Crocodile.
You've
Here.
seen a lot of gators, Justin?
Yeah, down here in Louisiana.
Oh, I love Louisiana.
Oh, you've
I'm
been?
always- Hey, that's where Left 4 Dead 2 was based. Okay.
That's true.
I
That's
guess
true,
you
dude.
could
I
do-
forgot about that. Left 4 Dead 2 is based in Louisiana.
That's why I want to go there. That's one of the reasons. And of course, stuff like True Blood, kind of got me going. Wow, that's a cool looking place.
Right.
Plus
True Blood
gumbo.
ended up
Gumbo,
sucking.
man. Gumbo.
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 Justin, have you had some really good gumbo while you've been there?
Of course he has. He's in Nolans.
Yeah, gumbo's pretty good if they make it right. If they don't make it right, it's
Oh,
it's
look
kinda
at-
slimy.
We got like a gumbo expert now.
Yeah.
Just because you live in Nolans, you're like, oh, you're all right, gumbo. It could be
Oh
better.
yeah, the food critic over here. But I prefer jambalaya because it doesn't have okra in it, so it's not slimy. But
Used to make
I could
that
tell you
crap
some
when I
pretty
worked at
wild
Popeyes.
food stories about Louisiana. For example, you can get some of the best food in gas stations. Like
Really?
if anyone, you'll come here and someone will be like, "Where can I get the best fried chicken, right, or the best po' boy?" But go to that gas station down in the corner, and you're like, "What?" And you walk in, there'll be some old women in the back just chefing up. Like you'd have never heard of this place, and they're like the best fried chicken you've ever had. Or there's this one place called Melba's, and it's downtown New Orleans, like in the straight hood. And you walk in, and there's a laundromat, so you can do your laundry, and then you can get your food in a cafeteria, like pork chops, po' boys, whatever you want, and like huge daiquiris. And if you do laundry there, you get a discount, so you can do your laundry in the hood, get a daiquiri. It's a crazy place.
And you can take like beers on the road, right, and stuff. Like you can go through a drive-through and order beers and stuff.
Yeah, you can't get beers through the drive-through, but you can get daiquiris. So you can literally drive your car up to a drive-through, and they'll hand you back like 32 ounces of frozen alcohol.
Wow.
They have one. It's called a 190 octane, and it's Everclear.
Mhm.
And the only legality is as long as you haven't broken or taken the straw out and put the straw through the lid, it's totally legal. And you can drink in the street. You can walk around with beers, no problem.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like one of the things I'll miss.
Well,
And
we'll talk about gas stations. You know what Aussies call gas stations?
What's that?
Petrol stations.
Petrol.
Petrol, yeah. Because you guys call it what it actually is.
Called petroleum, not gasoline.
Because it's like petroleum, it's made out of petroleum, so.
They call it petrol, and then I call it gas. They're like, but it's not gas. I'm like, it's short for gasoline, man. So I'm gonna explain to you. That's stupid. It's called petty, mate. Petty. And then they call the gas station the servo. Let's go to the servo, mate, and get some sausage rolls or something.
So is it full service or is it you pump your own gas?
You pump your own gas like a real man.
Okay, good.
Go straight up
Yeah.
Aussie bloke.
Not like
You guys hear about the Oregon controversy?
Yeah, those idiots that don't know how to pump their own gas. Ugh.
Yeah. Well, they
What's the
legalized
controversy?
certain parts. They legalized certain parts of Oregon to be able to pump their own gas.
Really?
And there was like a public outcry. They was like people were losing their minds. Like, I've never pumped gas in my life, and now I have to. This is like a safety concern. Like, and they pretty much
idiots.
Yeah, they got trolled by the whole country for like not knowing how to pump their own gas.
Yeah, I remember that. Like, the idiots.
How long ago was this, Justin?
This was just a couple of months ago. We were reading about this.
Really?
Yeah, but so you can actually pump your own gas now in Oregon, and it was just a huge problem because people didn't know how. They were like spraying it all over the ground and stuff.
Idiots.
What the? It's not that hard to pump gas. Like, even if you don't know how to do it, like you've never done it before, like it's your first time pumping gas, it's not that hard. You put it in the fucking hole, and you hit
And you
the
just
button.
squeeze. Oh, yeah, you squeeze.
That's the one good thing about Louisiana. Gas is cheap here.
Really?
It's not cheap in Australia. It
I
cost me
was ready.
$70 to fill up my tank.
$70?
Actually,
What would that be
more.
in
About
American?
80.
How much is gas a liter there?
They do it. I don't remember. I think it's like $1. Okay, wait. Price of petrol. I'm gonna look this up because Google knows everything. Because I don't really pay attention. Fuel check, New South Wales. Here we go. This will tell me how much my fuel is. Fuel near me. Fuel check wants to know my location. Allow. Okay. Let's see. Fuel check. It's loading. Just give me a sec. Not E10. E10. Unleaded 95. That's what I put in all the time. Unleaded 95. Filter. Okay. There's my location. So it's about 163 cents a liter.
Jesus, that's expensive.
Yeah. That's from
It's like-
7-Eleven.
It's like $2 a gallon here.
Yeah.
You're
So
Paying
it's
damn near double.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. And if you get the premium, dude, it's like 169 cents a liter.
Cody, what kind of computer are you running? Because I know that Corie just got a computer here. So,
Yeah.
what does a professional animator run?
Dude, my computer's old. I need to update it, but I don't want to spend
Do
money.
you have the same computer that you used to have here in Washington?
Yeah, I do actually,
That's
and I'm
cool.
not even like upset.
Anyway, but do you know the specs of it anyways?
I can look them up right now. So where's my computer?
I did just get a new computer.
I'll get one eventually. Look at my specs. It's an 8 gig RAM, AMD FX 4100 quad core processor, 64-bit. Yeah, it's not great, but it does what I need to do.
Right. Justin, what are your
It
thoughts
works.
On my computer,
on that? No, on his computer.
his I mean, your computer's probably what 6, 7 years old.
More,
Oh,
probably
wow,
probably like 8.
jeez, you're getting some mileage out of that.
Oh yeah, it's a good PC.
Yeah, mine is pushing 2 years now, and I don't even want to think about having to spend money on a new one. You got big baller Corie
You know,
over here that just
You know,
drops some money.
Pat just brought like a 1070.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
He just messaged me. He says he's drunk.
I saw it. I saw the message.
Yeah, I know he had a 1060. I'm trying to get people at work to get computers. There's like a resurgence going on.
Although I am using a Cintiq, if you guys know what that is.
A what?
I have no idea.
It is a
Cintiq?
yeah.
No, never heard of that.
It's a type of Wacom tablet that you draw directly on the screen. It's a tablet and
Oh,
it's
okay.
a screen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I remember when you bought that actually. And you were telling me like, oh, I could draw so much better now and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's great. I'm using it right now.
On like the art side of stuff, when you're making a video, how long does like just the drawing itself take?
Not too long. You keep it simple enough to where you can work fast, but not where it's going to take like a few hours per frame.
So
Jeez.
like, okay, my question is like, when you draw like an eyeball, right?
Hmm.
Do you just take that eyeball and then transfer it over to another character and then change the color of the eye or whatever?
So eyeball, yeah. Eyeball, yes.
Okay. So you just do like little shortcuts like that and stuff to make it go faster, make it easier to animate.
Yeah, but it doesn't add that much time, honestly. Did you guys watch the last Code of Pwanchi episode?
Yeah, I did, but
Did you see the fight on the airplane with the tyrant?
I don't remember like everything that happened. To be honest with you.
Well, there's a fight on a plane, and there was some 3D backgrounds in it, and that took me about 2 weeks. No, maybe a little. Yeah, it's about 2 weeks. No, maybe a little longer. 3 weeks. Oh no.
So
like how many seconds?
Is that like? Go ahead, Justin.
How many seconds you'd say for like 3 weeks? Of like actual finished video.
Depends on the quality. It's hard to say. And it depends on how, like, not for the entire time I'll be animating. Like, I'll be animating, then I might get distracted and go do something else on Facebook or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I'll come back to it. But, like, this scene went for about 2 minutes.
So, my question is, do you draw first? You draw the character first, and then you animate it afterwards? Or do you do both at the same time?
Well, I have a basic drawing and construction of each model.
Okay.
And if it's going to be a default shot without any sort of like specialness to it, I'll just paste that in there because it's already drawn. But if I'm going to do like a special shot, I'll need to draw it out separately.
Right.
So, but you make an animatic and then you kind of get an idea of how each shot's going to look, and then you just do it bit by bit, And
that's crazy.
it's really sweet.
I feel like that would get really, really like old after a while. If you know what I mean, like you just get kind of like tired of doing the same shit and stuff, or you just get tired of like, oh, I gotta do this animation, make this guy move and shit.
Yeah, it is quite gay, and it gets a bit annoying. That's why I take so long to make these videos, because usually people, when they make these long videos, because my videos are quite long, they have a whole team of people doing it, and it's just me. I'm just like, yeah.
But that's why I respect it though, because you've never like hired anyone to do your work for you. You've done everything yourself.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's more respectable, I think. Anyways.
That's what I hope people see when they watch my stuff is. But then they go, oh, where's real. That's what they actually say. And I'm just like, dude, just shut up, please.
So I was watching some of your old videos a couple days ago, like your old jigsaw videos or your chainsaw videos, or whatever.
Classic. Yeah.
Right. Have you ever thought about going back to doing that, or?
No.
No.
No, because that means I'd have to work with my brother again.
Didn't you guys have one that you were gonna do where like they were taking, like he was taking a shower or somebody was taking a shower and it was gonna play the music from?
Yeah, that got scrapped.
Really?
It would have been good, but no, I got scrapped. Unfortunate.
I love those videos. Like I love those chainsaw videos or whatever. I always thought they were hilarious, but
yeah, they were really silly. I enjoyed them for the most part.
Do you like to do those like more shorts like that, or do you just like the longer videos where you like it's more fulfilling?
Oh, I like shorts, but it's just constant ideas you need to come up with when you're doing a short.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's just I like to just because I don't have much time or really come up with many ideas for shorts lately. So whenever I do touch something, which is not very often these days, I just get on Code Pwanchi because I want to see it finished. Right. And I will see it finished, and it'll take a while, but I want to see it done.
How many more episodes do you think it's going to take?
5 or 6.
Okay. And you're on, like, what, 6? Episode 6?
Episode 6.
Right.
Yeah, it's busy.
So it's going to be, like, episode, 12, and then you're done?
Yeah, it's going to finish on episode 11, if
Episode
not
11,
earlier.
okay.
I'm going to try and compact it into earlier episodes.
Wow, that's crazy. I feel like that's, like, a lot of work, dude.
Yeah. And, I don't know, I'll be finished one day.
Yeah.
I'll make sure of it. But yeah, the new episode, it depends on how much free time I get. I don't want it to take forever. I hope it gets out soon.
How far are you on the current episode?
Not very.
Do you have all the
far.
voices and stuff for it, though?
No, that's part of the problem.
Right. Okay.
Having no voices kills my drive.
Hmm.
But
All right. Well, we've reached the 1 hour mark. Everybody take a drink.
1
Go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Cody, I don't know, like, if you're ready to get off here, but we've reached the 1 hour mark, so we're good to go. I don't really have much more to talk about, really. I think we've asked you everything we've had to ask.
So with this channel, how often are you guys going to post?
I'm gonna try and record every Thursday, Friday, and then post Saturday, so I can edit it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've got all the time in the world to record, so
So whenever Justin's available and whoever else is available, you were technically our first like guest. I've done some live streams, but you're like our first like podcast guest. You know what I mean?
Oh man, that's so hot.
yeah, I know we're still trying to feel out, like what our, I guess you could say our direction is, and
Right.
what we're trying to go for. But yeah, it's definitely been a good first episode.
Yeah, definitely.
We've learned a lot about Australian culture and
Australian culture. We had Cody on talk about our animations.
The plight of buying Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
oh yeah, Dr. Pepper.
Let's do a plug-in for fucking Dr. Pepper because everybody loves Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper, if you ever hear this, sponsor me.
Yeah.
Actually,
sponsor us.
most Australians don't like Dr. Pepper. That's why
Really?
it's not here. Yeah, they hate it. They think it tastes like. I think it tastes like medicine.
Well, that's
What?
Yeah, they all say, "Oh, Dr. Pepper
But there's
tastes like
27
medicine."
flavors.
It's so good. It's the best tasting medicine I've ever had.
it's definitely up there on
Honestly, back in the days when me and you were like hanging out playing video games and stuff, we would have like ice, fill the cup up with ice, and then pour Dr. Pepper into it.
Oh, it's just so
Oh,
good. It's
those
nectar of
were
the
days,
gods.
dude. Those were the
Only
days.
gods drink that stuff. It's just so good.
Really?
Man. Oh, anyway. So I'm dead now. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, anything, where can we find you? Or where can people find you anyways?
They can find me at work most of the time. That's,
I meant like on like YouTube and stuff. Newgrounds.
well, my channel's actually just currently called Codus. So
Just
if you go on
Codus?
your YouTube thingy and search Codus, Codus,
Okay.
who the hell's that? Who the hell is this piece of... What the heck is this? Okay, some other idiot named Codus has made a channel called Codus, and his channel looks like garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he can... Okay,
No, you're just
I'm gonna
killing him in subscribers.
I'm going to send him an angry message. Yeah, this is...
But where can people find your animations and stuff?
Oh, right! We'll search Codus and click on the non-crappy looking channel.
The one with a Pwanchi face, right?
A green Pwanchi face. If you don't know what that is, learn.
It's not Cody 555.
No.
Okay.
I just Codus.
Just Codus, okay.
The one that has more subs than the other idiot that thinks he's
Well,
relevant.
subscribe to Codus. Subscribe to Pwanchi Production page, the YouTube Pwanchi Productions,
Subscribe so nothing will ever reach your feed.
and then subscribe to yeah, that's true. Nothing's gonna reach your feed anyways. And then subscribe to Pwanchi Play, right?
Yeah, Pwanchi Play. Or something also will never hit your
You
feed.
guys don't do those video game recordings anymore, or what's up?
We
with
want to, we just don't have time.
that? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
they can go back and watch the older episodes if they want.
Yeah, they're pretty fun. I listen to them myself.
All right. Well, Justin, where can people find you?
Currently, you can just find me on this channel. I'll make sure to drop some better links. But stay tuned if you you want to hear my sweet voice.
I want to hear a sweet voice.
We always want to hear your sweet voice.
Oh, thank you.
It reminds me of a time when things were better.
Oh, thanks for dealing with this Canadian. But yeah, you can find me here on the channel, Drunken Podcast. I'll try to get some more outreach as we get a little deeper into our content. But that's all I got for now.
Else? No Facebook or Twitter or whatever.
If you can find me on Facebook, you can search Justin Burns.
If you can find him from your stalkering skills, then you will be rewarded with a friend request.
Yeah. Hit me on that friend request. Probably deny you.
What about Twitter?
Probably deny you because I don't know who you are.
Yeah. Twitter. Let me pull up my Twitter and get you a proper.
I think it's like what
Twitter.
at Robert Friday.
No, I need to change that. But I think let me see. Okay, ready for this? It's at third, as in the number 3 RD
Okay.
degree.
Degree.
Burns with 2 N's. BURNNS. Third degree Burns.
That's a great fucking Twitter handle, dude.
Yes, this little nickname I got from work. Third degree.
Third degree.
Yep. You'll probably see a bunch of unpopular political opinions and shitty memes being retweeted, but if you're into that kind of thing.
All right. And then you can find me at Codenbright. That's capital CODENBRIGHT. And eventually I'm gonna make a Twitter handle for the Drunken Podcast. You can find us here on this channel. I posted a couple videos of us playing Far Cry 5 the other day. Which, by the way, that game is fucking amazing for co-op. Like, holy crap.
Yeah, we'll be sure to get some Far Cry streams out here.
Yeah, we'll get some Far Cry streams going. You can find us on Twitch at The Drunken Podcast. We'll be streaming there too. And that's all. Yeah. I just want to thank Cody. Cody, thanks for being on the podcast with us.
Thanks, me.
Yeah, we'll be sure to be on the lookout for that next video.
Yeah, and I think
I told you it's coming out tomorrow.
Our next, yeah, we'll be out tomorrow. And then thanks, Justin, for being on.
No problem. Quintana's over here in the background doing his thing, but he was here.
And then we'll have another podcast up probably next Saturday. We don't have a guest yet, but it might just be us just talking and bullshitting like we did today. So
next week we'll have Trump.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Trump.
So we'll be sure to get him on here.
Only if.
Yeah, huge.
It's gonna be huge.
All right, well, go ahead and hit that subscribe button at the Drunken Podcast, and we'll see you guys later. All right. Bye, everyone.
Good night. Bye.